All right, so I'm gonna say something that people really don't like to hear, guys. Dallas in 2026 is not forgiving anymore. If you end up picking the wrong area, your commute will be trash, guys. You ignore the summer, your utility bills will jump as high as Wiz Khalifa on a Saturday night. Your monthly costs will humble you so quick, you'll be rethinking your life choices. But here's the flip side of it all, guys. If you actually understand how this city works, Dallas is easy, like really easy. And that's why some people, they swear by living here, while other people are already talking about leaving. So let's talk about the new pros and cons of living in Dallas, Texas in 2026. The good, the bad, and definitely the ugly. So here's where people get cooked straight out the gate, guys. Dallas is not just one city, right? And if you move here thinking that it is, you might end up in the wrong spot altogether. But I'm here to tell you it's also the cheat code at the same time. This place is built in pockets. You work over here, your life is over there, your money's over there. And if you line it up all right, Dallas just feels smooth as hell. And that's why you hear so many people say, man, I just love living here because everything's easy. Listen, that's not just luck, guys. They actually crack the code. You see, the pro around here is you have the options, right? Jobs everywhere, different lifestyles, different speeds. You're not gonna be forced into one tiny box just to make a living around here. Dallas lets you build a life that actually fit how you move. And once you realize that this city is a bunch of mini cities stitched all together by highways, it stops feeling so chaotic and starts feeling powerful. And that's when Dallas gets dangerous for you in the best way possible, right? This is gonna be literally what we help people with every single day, guys. If this is your first time on the channel, I'm Mark with the Dallas Relocation Guide, and we help people buy, sell, and relocate right here to the Dallas Metroplex. Listen, nobody's out here boots on the ground giving you the insights, intel, and some of these crispy visuals so you can make the best decision for you and your family. So if you're thinking about making that leap to the DFW, guys, feel free to reach out. All of our contact info's down in the description below and pinned to the top of the chat. All right, so this next one, it makes or breaks Dallas for most people, guys, and that's gonna be your commute direction. I mean, in Dallas, 20 miles can ruin your whole move, but at the same time, 35 miles can feel like light work. And that messes so many people up when they move here. You'll hear people say, that's only a 30-minute drive. Nah, not at that time, not going that way. This city is built in lanes and waves, with traffic, against traffic, same pockets, cross pockets. And if you get that one thing wrong, you're gonna be starting your day annoyed as hell. Look, and this is why some people swear Dallas is easy and others swear it's so stressful, right? Same city, same roads, different directions. Once you learn how Dallas moves and your commute stops controlling your life, and when all of that clicks, living here, it just feels way, way lighter. All right, so here's something that Dallas does really well that nobody's flexing about, right? The convenience aspect. I'm talking about everyday life not being a fight. In Dallas, you're not battling for parking everywhere. Errands don't turn into an afternoon. You can actually decide to do something and then go do it without planning your life around it. Now I get it, that sounds super small until you live somewhere where nothing is easy to do. And this is why so many of our locals, they stay here. Life here, it just flows once you get set up, guys. The grocery store is close, your gym is close, your coffee spot is close. You're not burning all the mental energy on basic stuff. Listen, why did Steve Jobs wear the exact same outfit every single day? Because it was one less thing that he had to think about. I mean, it just made life so much easier for him, and he never had to worry about decision fatigue. When people say Dallas feels easy, this is what they're actually talking about. Not hype, not vibes, just a city that lets you move through your day without fighting it. And that type of convenience is just the quiet, quiet win. All right, just the other day I heard this and I really have something to say about it, guys. Let me kill the there's nothing to do in Dallas line real quick. Look, if you're bored in Dallas right now, that's a you problem. This city is going absolutely nuts right now. You've got Frisco Fields coming, which is basically an entire city built for fun. You got the Star over in Frisco and it's still printing content daily. We're talking Legacy West, Grandscape, Hardwood, Knox Henderson, and they're all leveling up at the same time like it's some sort of competition. And that's just regular Dallas, guys. When you zoom out, then we have the World Cup that's coming, guys, and that's gonna be global. That's not that local news type of energy. That's the world pulling up to Dallas and really dropping all their coin. We're talking about events, infrastructure, money, culture, all of it. And then look, the food scene, that's gonna be a completely different conversation now, guys. The Michelin Guide has touched down in Texas and suddenly chefs are all lining up to do their thing. Dallas restaurants are not playing anymore. You can eat stupid good here without even trying. You wanna go outside in the middle of downtown, guys? We have Clyde Warren Park, White Rock Lake, Trinity Forest Trails, lakes, pickleball everywhere like it's spawned from heaven itself. There's so much that you could do on a random Tuesday night, and there's always always something happening. This is not a slow city. This is a city that keeps adding layers year after year. You don't really outgrow Dallas, guys. That's why they call it the Big D for a reason. Anybody that's still saying there's nothing to do here is either lazy, stuck in their bubble, or scared of driving past their usual exits. All right, now here's something that not too many people want to talk about until it's too late, guys. Dallas will look affordable at first glance, right up until your monthly bills pull up and start acting different. This is where people get humbled really fast in this city, guys. Not the home price, right? The payments. We're talking about property taxes, insurance, summer electric bills, toll roads you swore you weren't going to use and now use them every single day. Listen, all that starts to stack up after a while. And this is really where the people from income tax states, they get all this confused. They're like, yeah, I thought Texas was cheap. What happened? But here's the thing that really matters, guys. When you plan for it, Dallas still works. When you don't, you feel stressed for no damn reason. Listen, the people who love living here, they already baked this into the plan, guys. And then the people that you hear complaining about it, they didn't at all. So long story short, Dallas isn't expensive by accident. It's expensive when you move here assuming that it's 2015. Once you understand your monthly game, Dallas goes right back to being a big win. Guys, let me paint a picture of what summers in Dallas are like, guys. Every single summer, without fail, somebody new to Dallas says, bro, it's hot, but it's not that bad. And that's cool and all, but then 3 weeks later, they're texting everybody like, bro, how do y'all live like this? And this is gonna be that same person who tried to run errands at 2 p.m., parked at Target, sat in the car for a second, opened the door, and immediately questioned all their life choices. And listen, make sure your AC is on point, guys, because now you're mad at the weather, mad at your car, mad at Dallas, mad at everything. And then this is the point where your electricity bill starts to show up, and that's when summer officially becomes personal. Here's the funny part about it all. Locals, they already know better, guys. We don't schedule anything important in the middle of the day. It just doesn't make sense. And we walk to our car like it's a tactical mission. Listen, we cut grass before 9 a.m. and we make friends with people with pools if we didn't got one. These are gonna be some of those reasons why newcomers think summer is unbearable and locals are still outside eating and still at events, just living life. Check it, Dallas summers, they're not a surprise, guys. It's a part of life here. All right, guys, now I'm just gonna talk to the people who really live here, so stick with me through this lightning round. Listen, on Monday morning, if you don't know which lane to be in on Central Expressway, Dallas will humble you on the daily, guys. Not eventually, daily. And if you mess around and miss your exit, you're not looping the block, guys. You're starting a new chapter of your life. And trust me, locals will argue about barbecue like it's a religion down here. We got Pecan Lodge, we got Cadillac, Terry Black's, Hutchins is always a fan favorite. The crazy thing is nobody ever agrees and everybody's right at the same time. And the lines that you have to stand in, they're always worth it, even if you swear it's not. And our tacos around here, same type of energy, guys. Somebody will tell you Fuel City, somebody else swears by the gas station Oak Cliff, but no matter what, guys, you know they're probably gonna be fire. Listen, the first time you go and shop at H-E-B and you're confused as why people are so emotional about a grocery store, by the 5th time, you're gonna be judging other stores like, how are y'all even open? When we're talking about Dallas sports, they'll raise your blood pressure for no good reason. The Cowboys will have you believing every year, the Mavs will randomly give you hope, and the Stars will quietly be really good and nobody outside the city even notice. And did you even know we had a soccer team, right? Listen, Fair Park during the State Fair of Texas is chaos. Fried everything, lines everywhere, and locals still go every year like clockwork. Talking about, we're just gonna walk around knowing damn well they're staying all damn day. Listen, you haven't lived here long enough until you plan your entire weekend around a high school football game that you don't even understand. And we have concerts that pop up constantly, right? Over at the American Airlines Center, we have the Toyota Music Factory, random pop-ups over in Deep Ellum. Something is always happening and somehow everybody finds out last minute and still shows up. Dallas people don't give direction by street names, right? If it exists, it's usually gonna be by landmarks, right? Over by the Target, next to the old Kroger, where that Chili's used to be. And look, then on the flip side, people will complain about the traffic, the heat, and the growth all week. Then turn around and say, yeah, but I'm not leaving, ever. And that is honestly just how Dallas makes you feel. Now listen, if all this has already made sense to you, then you're probably built for Dallas. And if some of that sounded crazy, confusing, or way more specific than you expected, that's exactly why people struggle here when they move here blind. Dallas is not hard, guys. It's not. It's just very precise. Because if you get your setup right, this city will treat you very well. If you get your setup wrong, then you're gonna be stressed for no reason at all. And listen, that's where me and my team come into play, guys. If you're thinking about making that move, feel free to reach out, guys. We get calls every single day. We can help you make this move a lot smoother and make sure you land in the right area. All of our contact info is down in the description below and then pinned up there to the top of the chat. And listen, if you're still on the fence, we understand, guys, but that's why we created whole playlists that you can binge watch and you can check those out right there.